Hello everyone, so here is a short review on the FOMC, today's PM session. So we had FOMC in the calendar today at 2 p.m. And usually the way you trade this one, you wait for the first leg to happen, and then you expect the opposite move 80% of the time. And the opposite moves comes around 2:15 to 2:30. And this is what we've seen today as well. So around 2:15, we have seen the low come in place. And from 2 to 2:15, the price has been going lower. And we are expecting higher prices because of our liquidity on the daily chart. So we're looking for a mover above this swing high. So we're waiting for price to come into a discount array. And then if we see an entry pattern on the lower time frame, then we can use that for our entry. And this is what we've seen today. So we had our daily chart, and on the daily we have this daily busy, and price comes here, and we see how price respects this daily busy. It takes the sell side, and then it makes this bullish breaker, and the bullish breaker also has a fair value gap. At the same time, we are at the equilibrium of the previous week. So if we look at the weekly chart, this was the previous week, and we have the equilibrium, and we got the entry pattern, and then we target buy side liquidity. So we have this level, this level, this level, and there is more buy side liquidity here. And also we have, so here we have the first presented fair value gap. I'm not sure if I added this correctly, but let's see. So today's first presented fair value gap would actually be this one. It's added incorrectly. So here. And we see how price came and respected it around 3 p.m. And we look for a move between 2:15 to 2:30, and we're up to hold it until 3:15. We see how price has been consolidating around 3:15 when we close the trade, but then it actually went higher to the objectives. So this was my trade. So I went long in this institutional order flow entry drill. You see how I've been long here. And then I was thinking to take the first partial here and the second partial here, but I wanted everything to happen before 3:15. So here around 15:01, I took my first exit. And then I wanted to see if it can come above it, but it started spending too much time for my liking. And 3:15 was coming, so I closed my trade here at 3:11. Then we notice how price came all the way down into this order block, and then it's been going higher. And we see how here it was also the last 3 days, the previous day equilibrium. So we move from the weekly equilibrium, if you remember over here, 690, to the last 3 days, to the previous day equilibrium. So if I move on the 1 minute, this was the previous day equilibrium, and it also matched the first presented fair value gap. So this is a good place for a partial, and I personally wouldn't have liked to come through all this consolidation, but then we see eventually how price came here. And honestly, it's been a lot of manipulation in the market, so a very, very important thing is to trade with a stop loss. Yesterday, for example, I traded without a stop loss, and it was just a small trade around 350, and it's been going down like a lot in like a minute, and I lost like 8% of my account size. which was very demoralizing. In 1 minute, I just thought price will go a bit higher. I just want to take a small scalp, and I didn't add a stop loss. And then it went against me, and then I had the impulse to like overtrade. So I went into three contracts, and then it kept taking out from me. So sometimes these things happen, but it's very important to discover like what triggers these things and to learn from them, because this is how you become a good trader. So today I managed to make back that with this very good trade. So I was very happy about that. But it's a lesson. Like, this environment is extremely violent. We've never seen this type of price action. And it's very important to use a stop loss and to not F around and try to find out what's going to happen. So that's very, very important. And then whenever you do a mistake, just journal it positively. And it's like a lesson. It will show you something that, a character flaw that we need to correct. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy that I noticed that, and today I treat it way more responsibly. And it's good to just wait for these perfect moves. So like today, we see how we came below the last 3 days range and the previous day range. We came into the daily BC over here, and then we just saw a bullish breaker, and then it was a very clear trade during the time. So a very nice trade. I would have liked to deliver here before 3:15. I didn't, but then see how violently it came afterwards. So if you're caught offside, this can in like a minute it move 100 points, and then in 2 minutes it move like 200 points. So it's very, very, very high risk. So it's good opportunities as well, but it's very important to respect the risk and use stop loss. Like, don't do the mistake, because if something happens in the world, like a bomb hits or anything, this can go ballistic, and it can keep us stuck in trades, and we might have to wait a long time for that. So take the risk seriously, and just wait for the good setups of the algorithm, like it did today. And yeah, I hope you like this one. Have a good night.